This is a band that came about because the singer Michael Poulsen was in a heavy metal band and wanted to combine metal and rockabilly, and this is what happened. If you're interested to hear what I sound like when I sing, I've just released a cover of Wicked Game by Chris Isaak. It is out here on YouTube as well as Spotify and Apple, and I'd love if you could check it out and let me know what you think.
Well, we truly lost Germany, and thank you so much. This is still counting. Sing it!
Sounds like reggae with a drop beat, kind of like Ginger. He's doing that thing which happens a lot in grunge singers, in that he's bringing his tongue back and singing on his sounds, and you almost get if you can hear it a little bit with me, you almost get two tones. You get a little harmonic that really pops out when you do that, and you hear that a lot in singers like Chris Cornell and Eddie Vedder. That's who I was searching for. Here, there. Huh. What lyrics? I like it.
Dear Michael, show me all those hearts out there. And bring me the cloud surface out there. Open up from the circle pits. You want to see it go crazy for this song? Are you ready to say yes?
Yes.
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 Well, here we go.
Woo! Okay, now we're getting more metal. I can't headbang with my headphones on. It's so interesting. I love this combination of almost reggae at the start. So this isn't really rockabilly, but the vocals are so rooted in rock and grunge and metal, the way that he's placing it. Yet when he goes up to his higher range, he has that beautiful vibrato that you often get in rockabilly. So it's this really, really interesting vocal mix that I'm really enjoying. And then I'm loving how he is snapping and the band is snapping between each genre and giving it its own space as well. So it's not a kind of imperceptible mix of these genres. They do kind of sit in their own spaces, certainly within this song. So that's all about the tongue. It's not that much vibrato here now. So actually he switched to like not really using any vibrato, and I always say that is something that it makes it feel more tribal and less sung and less placed. Blues and jazz and stuff, there's a lot of vibrato. Of course, opera had loads and still does have loads of vibrato. So those more placed singing styles, although blues doesn't really have a lot of vibrato, but we don't use vibrato very much in our spoken voice unless maybe we're really scared or really sad, but So it isn't always as useful as you may think, or it makes things sound sung. It makes things sound a little trained, whereas this feels very, very natural. There's a bit. Excellent. I really like his technique. So you can see that he isn't tensing his neck, he's not tensing his shoulders, he is really fluid and really free with it. Oh, it's not, although it sounds loud and kind of has that shouty-ish edge, it is really, like, his technique is excellent. He's not pushing, he is relying on his microphone, he isn't pushing beyond the volume that you need for your microphone, which is really, really important because that can really affect your tone. He is relying on making a great tone and a lovely mix, and his balance between his larynx position, so he's not tightening his larynx or moving his larynx up, it's kind of sounds fairly neutral, and his placement, so it feels like it's quite forward placed in that it has a cutting edge, means that he has this like warm sound with a brightness of mix as he gets up to those high notes that cuts through and gives you that feeling of energy. The drums. There's the metal. Look how many drums there are. There's the metal. Ah, cool ground. Who knows where it's gonna go? Woo! Okay, I feel like we're getting into the... Yeah. I love his Danish accent, it's so lovely.
You bring the noise!
Woo! One end!
Thank you!
Wow! That is intense! Fire! that was such an interesting mix, but I'm really glad because sometimes you have music that is like a seamless transition between the two, and I think I'm sure they do that on some of their songs, but I actually quite like that this song had its space for each genre, in that you could enjoy and get into the groove and then be like, this is this section. So it meant that each part had its own distinctive feel, and that was really interesting because it had really defined sections. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.